You're still waiting for it to feel right. That's the sentence underneath a lot of stalled decisions, not stated out loud and rarely even admitted internally, but present and quietly running. The feeling keeps not arriving because it was never going to arrive the way you were waiting for it. Welcome to Daily Power Boost. I'm Sean Michael. This isn't a podcast about pushing harder or fixing yourself. It's a space to see clearly how your experience is actually being created. Each episode offers a simple shift in understanding, not a tactic, not a hustle, a clearer view of thought, identity, and the patterns you've been living inside. Because when misunderstanding drops, relief rises, energy returns. You move forward with calm, sovereign clarity. This is your Daily Power Boost. Welcome back to Daily Power Boost. Last time we talked about permission, how the gate is real, but the gatekeeper is mostly in your head, and how the permission you're waiting for is often yours to give. Today is a companion to that. Even after you stop waiting for permission, there's another wait that takes its place. Waiting for alignment to arrive as a feeling before you're willing to move. Someone knows what they need to do. The direction is clear. A decision has been made intellectually. Still, they don't move because it doesn't feel aligned yet. Something isn't quite settled. It feels a little off. Maybe just a little more certainty, a little more readiness. So they wait. Alignment isn't a feeling that precedes movement. It's a condition that emerges from it. The clarity you're waiting to feel before you move almost always is produced by moving, which means waiting for the feeling of alignment before taking action is structurally identical to waiting for the feeling of warmth before lighting a fire. The sequence is backwards. No amount of patient waiting will correct it. This is specifically an identity issue. The person waiting for alignment to feel right is usually someone whose self-concept is organized around certainty, around knowing before doing. And that self-concept served them well in environments that rewarded preparation. School, career, anywhere that tested knowledge before execution. Real alignment, the kind that holds under pressure and sustains over time, doesn't come from certainty, comes from commitment. The step taken before the ground is fully visible. A move made from values rather than the comfort of complete information. That's what alignment actually is. And it only reveals itself in hindsight. The decision gets made, not because everything feels settled. It occurs when the values are clear enough to move from. Something interesting happens immediately after. The fog that was present before the decision, it starts to clear. Circumstances haven't changed. What happened is the identity stopped hedging. Commitment has a clarifying effect that deliberation never produces. You can spend months in deliberation and feel no clearer at the end than at the beginning. One committed decision can produce more clarity in a day than the deliberation produced in a year. It's not magic. That's what happens when the identity stops waiting to be told it's okay to move and starts moving from what it already knows. Your one question today? Think about a decision you've been waiting to feel aligned with before making, and ask yourself this question honestly. Am I waiting for clarity, or am I using the absence of feeling as my permission to stay still? Those two things can look identical from the inside, but they point in very different directions. Knowing which one is actually running is the beginning of moving. If you've been waiting to feel aligned before making a move that already makes sense, that's not a readiness problem. It's an identity problem. Not to force the move, but to find what's actually underneath the waiting. And that's a clarity call conversation. Check the show notes for the link. Next time, what you're actually afraid of. Most people name the wrong fear, the one on the surface that sounds reasonable. Underneath, it's something more specific and more honest. That's our episode. With Strength and Heart, I'm Shawn Michael. Stay close.
Thanks for tuning in to Daily Power Boost. Ignite your potential. Remember, transformation starts with action. So take today's insight, make it your own, and awaken your inner potential. Because remember, greatness begins within. Catch it tomorrow for your next Power Boost.